this is my first time I'm ever gonna do like an interview with a stranger. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck. I'm scared. I'm honestly scared, but I don't know why. We're about to interview some people in the park. Yeah, I thought this was a good spot. The chairs are pretty nice. And like, it's not like too intimate, but like it's kind of intimate. I don't really have any questions prepared. But yeah, that's your boy Zstitch. We about to do one-on-one interviews with people, just talk to them, podcast, you know what I'm saying? See what type of music they like. See if they can get jiggy with it. Okay. So, it's your boy Zstitch. What's up? Okay, so who are we with today?
I'm Sam.
Sam, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you. Okay, so I met both of them. They were just walking down the park. What are you guys doing here?
Just hanging out. Just enjoying the nice day.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question we're gonna ask today is, if you have like one piece of wisdom, what wisdom would it be?
Oh man.
Like you can like.
You're more wisdomy than I am.
You be working out?
I try, man.
You got some gains. I can see that.
I appreciate it, man. You too. Piece of wisdom. Honestly, I think like a big reason why we're here today is just like taking a breath and just like enjoying where you're at in the moment. I find myself like getting caught up a lot with what's going on in my own life or just everything around, and it's like super. Sometimes like anxiety inducing, and so just say like anytime you get a chance to just take a breath and like look around, just remember what you got. I think that's like the most important thing to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Like, how do you deal with anxiety? Because like honestly, like I was kind of feeling anxious, like just going up to random people, like recording them. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate you doing that. I'm not like particularly good. I feel like with people at first, but I don't know, like taking that breath and just being like, dude, we're all like doing, I think the same thing, like dealing with the same little issues. I just try to take it, like imagine myself like balling it up and just kind of like throwing it away for at least a couple seconds, like you did, and just going with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I know you like you have more experience with like being able to. You've handled it really well recently.
Yeah, I guess meds is really nice. But also just like.
Does medicines help a lot?
Yeah, I dealt with it for a long time without like having any interventions other than like my own stuff, and it sucked for a long time. So it works for me, but I know for some people it doesn't and isn't the best way to go about it. But really just like, I just try to do like make myself the center of my life, like do what makes me happy, regardless of what that is, and then just keep trying to make myself better and make myself, like put myself in a more positive spot. I don't know, I like taking time to get outside, taking time to like work out, taking time to reflect, and just like kind of goes back to that, like just be more present in your reality. And because a lot of anxiety is just like thinking about what could happen rather than like what is happening. And it's hard to shift your focus from like what could happen, but the more you do to keep yourself present, it's better.
Have you guys like tried therapy before? I've never tried therapy, but like I've always like been interested in it.
Yeah, I've done some like, I mean, we both have done counseling sessions and stuff. I don't know if you have anything.
It works. I think you have to find the right person, but I think sometimes just like talking to somebody about it is helpful. But I know a lot of people have to bounce around to find the person who they feel like they can like open up to, and then also a person who has the tools to help them. And I don't know, I like therapy. I'm not in it right now. Maybe I should be. But
Wait, so are you guys dating?
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of you guys seem like really chill, I can't lie.
We've known each
Thanks.
other for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have like a pretty strong history together. We've been through a lot of ups and downs, college and now post college. So it's easy for us to be like
Yeah.
fairly open about a lot of things, I'd say. But yeah,
How old are you guys?
I'm 25. You're
I'm 24.
24.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay, so next question is top song, like one of your favorite songs ever.
Oh gosh. We were just
I
you were
already know
just
your
watching.
answer.
Okay, I flip flop. My favorite song right now is Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac. But I think I change my favorite song every week. So,
Everywhere by Fleetwood.
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that song.
Oh, you should listen to it. It's really good. It's good summer vibes, I think.
That's something I'm gonna do like for like these episodes. Like I'm gonna like ask everyone like their favorite song. I'm gonna listen to it after, and I'm gonna be like, okay, like then I'm gonna like record myself. Like I'm gonna be like, okay, I think this song is actually pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna add to like a playlist, like a big playlist, like with everyone's songs. Like I think that's a good idea. Okay, how about you? What's your favorite song?
Favorite song? What do you think? What do you think my favorite song? I feel like I'm not really good at tracking
Maybe
it.
like Something by The Weeknd. Or Something by Coldplay.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know which one. Not Charlie Brown. Would it be Charlie Brown?
I think that's actually a really good answer.
So
Yeah.
Charlie Brown by Coldplay.
Yeah, I think that's like
Yeah.
honestly the best song that could encapsulate like my emotions at any point.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
It's just I feel like
I feel like it came out at a really, I don't know, like a really impactful part of, because what, that album came out in 2019? Or was it before
a
then?
little bit earlier. I just think like I have a pretty strong connection to that song and like a lot of Coldplay songs with my best friends from home. And then like that song specifically came at a time too, like we listened at MetLife. When I saw Coldplay live, it was like, I don't know.
Oh, you saw them live?
Yeah. It was just like one of those experiences I was talking about. It's like when I could really feel like I'm pulled into the moment. And it was like Charlie Brown, that song specifically. It was just like seeing everyone around with like all the lights and just like the sun was setting too. And it's just like something about the lyrics and then like the instrumental too. I don't know. It just like, it's like melancholic, but kind of like inspiring in a way too. I don't know. I don't know how like to describe it best, but it just makes me feel like good in the moment. So, I don't know.
Charlie Brown. Okay, like Coldplay.
What about you? You got a favorite song?
Right now, Atomic Man by David. Do you guys know who David is?
I don't.
It's like
Oh,
D-
is it D4?
Yeah, D4 David.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
okay, yeah. I know David. Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard that one, but I have listened to David.
Yeah, that song's a really good song. I love
Yeah.
that song. Like I'm addicted to it.
I gotta take a listen. Nah, I haven't listened to that one yet.
You gotta let me know what you think. Wait, how long have you been working out for? How many years?
What, like, probably like 8 years, right?
Probably. Do you count like high school soccer?
Probably.
I feel like then that counts.
Wait, you guys have known each other since like high school?
Since like beginning of college, but yeah, so I just know.
She knows.
I just know a lot
She's much part
about
of my
high
life now,
school.
so.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't like exercise like a lot, but like I just like try to keep it consistent. So that's
He's got good
nothing
genetics.
Nothing crazy. Lucky.
Okay, one last question. What should the question be? Let me think. I'm kind of freeballing right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me think. Do you guys have any interesting questions? Like, any interesting topics? Oh, actually, no, I know. Okay. So like, each episode is gonna be dedicated to like one or two people, right? So like, this episode is like dedicated towards you guys. So what would you want the title of this episode to be?
Oh gosh.
I would just say like,
How would
just
I
like
name
relax
it?
and breathe.
That's a good one. That goes with
I
our
don't know.
advice.
It's a beautiful day, man. We're in the park. Like, I don't know. I enjoying my time and
Well, it's your first one, you said.
Yeah.
So it's like a leap of faith. Type thing.
I like that.
Like,
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you plan on doing a lot more, then like this is significant to do this the first time.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like,
Take a chance on, yeah.
like over like the past week, I was just like laying in my bedroom. I was like, I need to do YouTube. I need to do like a YouTube video. But I was scared. Like I think I was just like internally scared. Like I was just like putting it off because I was internally scared. But
But yeah, you had the courage to do it today.
I like that.
So leap of faith.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good one. Whiteboard, and then I talked about it for like a long time.
Your whiteboard?
I do on my cube at work, I have a whiteboard that I do fun facts every day. And one of them was that bananas aren't berries, or are berries. And I don't know what the one.
Like people at your work just read your whiteboard?
Yeah, they'll walk by, they'll be like, "Oh, what's the fun fact of the day?" And yeah.
Okay.
One of them was that the U.S. national mammal is a bison. We have a national mammal in addition to our national bird. We don't have a national reptile or an amphibian or anything like that.
How do you find that out? Like, how do you find out? Like,
I just search them on Google, and then I find one that I don't know yet, and then I put that up there.
What was one that like sparked like a lot of debate, like just riled everybody? There had to have been.
There was one because I had this
That's a
guy
good question.
in
I
a
like
cube
that.
next to me who he always questioned, because I literally have on the board, it's like fun fact of the day, but then in parentheses or debate, because people always question them. One of them was that sharks are older than the rings of Saturn. So sharks evolved like, I think it's like 300 million years ago. And
The Earth was
the
around
rings of,
back then?
yeah, I mean the Earth is 4.6 billion years old.
Oh.
But I feel like talking way too much about, but they estimate the rings of Saturn to only be like, I think it's like 80 million years old. So sharks technically evolved earlier than the rings of
And they're like,
Saturn.
there's no way.
Yeah, they were
Like there's no.
they took issue with the word estimate. They were like, how do they know? And I was like, I feel like if a scientist is saying they estimate things, it's probably like pretty close to what it is. But yeah, like they do have carbon dating and stuff. But yeah, there's like, I'll just do that every day. And it's kind of fun because people expect it now. They're like, oh, what's the fun fact of the day? It's a good time.
That sounds fun.
I'm just trying to raise the mood. Like we do too, yeah, berries. People are too on their computers at work. They don't have fun. So fun facts. And then everybody's learning something new every day. So.
Do people like talk to you about it? They're like, oh, yo.
Yeah,
like-
I'll have people like come up like specifically because there's like 2 different hallways that you could go to get to like this other set of desks. And people who used to always take the hallway not next to my cube now take the hallway next to my cube so they can come and ask me about the fun fact. Because I always have to give an explanation too about it. There's some other information that they don't have based off of what's on the whiteboard. But you should do it. It helps everybody learn something new every day. Even if it's bananas or berries and not fruits.
Do it in my cubicle.
No, you should. You should, wherever you can put a whiteboard,
Yeah.
you should do it. It's a good time.
Tomato.
Tomatoes are good. I had a tomato and Gruyere ice cream this weekend.
Wait, an ice cream?
Yeah.
What?
It was described to me as a pizza flavored ice cream. And that was the most spot on like flavor profile I could ever have heard, but it was so good. Like it's probably one of the best ice creams I've ever had.
Really?
It was wild.
That sounds.
I was like, what do you mean it's pizza flavored ice cream? I don't know if I like that, but I tried it and it was delicious.
Like, it tasted good?
Yeah, it was really good actually. I was like, what the heck? And it wasn't like salty pizza taste. I don't know. It's like when you go to Pizza Hut and they have like sweet pizza. Do you guys ever think that?
Dude, I've never
I
tried
think
that.
Pizza Hut, I think, no, it's not like actually sweet pizza. I just think that like Pizza Hut pizza is sweet. Like the crust is like sweet
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're
compared to other pizza places. And that was what was embodied in this tomato and Gruyere ice cream flavor. But it was really good. We don't have a salt and straw here though, so you can't get it. So.
talking. Would you try like a pizza flavored ice cream?
You gotta try everything once. You have to.
Have you
They
guys
give
tried?
you samples at like every place.
Yeah.
So try the weird flavors.
I have to try it.
There was another flavor, it was a pear and blue cheese, which I thought maybe would be good. But then like I got this huge chunk of blue cheese and it totally threw it off. It was not good.
Wait, blue cheese flavored?
Yeah,
Ice cream?
pear and blue cheese ice cream.
That sounds disgusting.
It was like good until I got a huge chunk of blue cheese, and I was like, oh, this is not that good.
Subtle taste,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I thought if it was like subtle, it'd be good, but it was not subtle when I tried it.
Do you know durian?
Yeah.
Like, there's durian ice cream.
What
I
is
need to
that?
try that.
Durian,
It's
that's a fruit.
yes.
Oh, that's a fruit?
It's like
And
an Asian.
It's an Asian
fruit.
but it tastes like garlicky.
Oh,
Almost.
I've never tasted it.
It's like a weird, I don't know, like either some people really love it, because my understanding is that it's like, I guess like kind of an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Like a very like traditional, like acquired taste. And like, you either like, it's like, yes, durian, or like, what the hell is this?
I feel like it's kind of like when you have.
Because like it just, like the flavor profile.
And
like
you
when
guys
you
have
have-
tried it?
I
haven't had
haven't,
it.
but I know it's like an ice cream flavor that's like pretty popular.
I could
There
see
will
why
be a
it
lot
would
of people
be.
that will have like durian ice cream, but I've never tried it. I'd like to.
Now we gotta go to Graders.
Maybe we'll.
It's on the way back, kind of.
Yeah, they probably don't have durian though.
No, they don't have durian. They have regular ice cream flavors. I feel like they have some interesting ones. No.
Okay, anything I should do with this interview? Like anything else? Like any like improvisations I should make on this interview type of thing? Like should I like? There's one idea I have. Like maybe like to make it even more fun. Like sounds weird. Like maybe I could like have like the person who I'm interviewing doing like a TikTok. Like we learn like a TikTok dance or something. And we do it together.
Oh,
like you know what I'm saying? Like.
That would be so you. You have to
What?
do that. Yeah.
No, I'm terrible.
Kaiser made you learn that dance.
That took me days to learn. I'm terrible at learning dances like that. I was at a wedding
Could do
with,
like.
and my buddy who got married, he was like, "Y'all need to learn this dance." And I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." I was like the last one to get it down.
It was great
Took me
though.
like 4 minutes.
In
Was
the
it like a
end.
TikTok dance or like just a dance?
I think it was, but he's Singaporean, so I think like, I don't know, it was like definitely more popular on that side of the world.
I think wasn't it a K-pop song?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
yeah, I
was really
I
like-
could do it. I tried.
Somebody choreographed that. It was wild.
Sure, the video looked great.
Such a
Do you still have it
20
memorized?
No. I don't.
brain dump. Do it
It
right
would-
now.
would
Do
be
it right
so bad
now.
doing it by myself. Dude, I'm embarrassed.
Wait, wasn't it was like there was a part where it was like right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I only watched the video once, so oh yeah?
I'm not crying.
It's definitely not a TikTok dance, that one that he gave you.
Do you have an idea? Improv.
For, like, what you could do?
You're definitely more chronically online than me. In terms of, yeah, you know
I mean,
things,
yeah,
you know
that's true.
things. I don't.
I know things.
You know things.
I keep up with the news.
Keep up with the news.
Oh, what is a good trend that I feel like? I haven't seen a lot of trends in the last like week or so. It's been a lot of random TV shows, clips of TV shows. Should teach people like the 2020 like COVID TikTok dances, or like Charlie XCX, the Apple dance. That's pretty easy. What is it? I don't want to sing it.
Should we learn the Apple dance together?
It's like, it's not that hard.
Oh, you can do it. You can do it.
Wait, okay. I have to look it up. This is a way long ago trend, but
Okay, we're gonna learn the Apple dance together.
Apple dance. It's not that hard, I promise. We can do it.
Well, you do got some big legs. You got
Yeah.
some huge legs.
Okay.
There is
Apple
genetic
dance.
for sure.
Okay, so it's like, wait. So you go like this, and then it goes bum bum, and then you go. And then, okay, and then you go, from down here you go. And then back up. Oh, this is gonna be hard. doing this dance. Too difficult for like a 5-minute teaching us how to dance this thing.
Should we do a different one?
Let's TikTok trends right
Easiest
now.
dance ever.
TikTok
Yeah, we
trends.
need a simple one.
There's so many. This one's not good. I mean, it's easy, but it's not good. Okay, wait. I have ideas. The only problem that I see with you getting people to do TikTok trends is I feel like there's not a lot of people who are going to be willing to do a TikTok trend.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like a
thinking.
dance,
too.
it'd be hard.
But I feel like a TikTok dance would be fun, you know what I'm saying? You
No,
just
it
let
would
them
be
know,
funny.
you know what I'm saying?
Like, make people get out of their comfort zone. Have you ever watched Yes Theory?
Yes, sir?
You should watch Yes Theory.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, yeah. I've seen something.
They just like go. It's their whole mission is like
You know what you
say
could
yes
do?
more.
What?
I feel like, dude, fun facts. Like, some people, you never really know what's going on. Like,
That's actually
and someone could just be like, somebody you never thought that they would be. And I feel like just any fun fact, like, someone could pop in would be like a good, I mean, it's not like improv, but,
Just like what's a fun fact about yourself?
I mean, you know,
Like, oh, there's a lot of things that could be your fun fact.
I know, but like,
Are you thinking of? There's a lot. You have a lot of fun
the
facts.
modeling stuff.
Wait, the what?
The modeling stuff.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then it would
Okay.
be like, you know, so,
What was I saying? I had a fun fact that I was like, yeah, I feel like you should do fun facts. Ask people about a fun fact about them. Because I feel like people have some random stuff.
That's right.
Like-
That's right.
You should say yours.
okay, so my fun fact is that when I was growing up, I grew up like around New York City, and so my
Oh.
my mom had me essentially when I was young doing like child model things because I get, you know, I don't know, she had connections with people and she's like, she got me a child job, I guess. So I got like hired to do modeling gigs for like Scholastic, and like I ended up on the cover of like a book as a child.
No
And so
way.
anytime like I bring that up to people, they're like, "What the hell?" Like, what
The
the- and
Chic
I'll
Secret
show
Song.
them because like you can pull it up too, and like I don't know, you could drop it on in editing or something.
Bro, I will. I want to see it.
It's called The Chic's Secret Son.
Yeah, I'm really
This is the
exposing
book.
myself here. I'll show you the
Wait, so you're like on an actual like.
Yeah, he's on a book
I
of
want
it.
a cover of a book.
Somebody needs to buy you that book.
I have a copy.
Do you have a copy?
Yeah, my mom let me
That's
keep a
fantastic.
copy. I had like copies of the Scholastic too, but it's hard to find that now. It's so old. But the book is like if I look it up, I'll show you. But you never know. Like
Have you ever been recognized from it?
no way. No,
He's
this
sharing
was-
the photo with
I was young.
everybody.
This is funny.
I feel like anybody who knows it.
That's the book. That's me in the middle.
No, wait. Can I take a picture of this?
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually crazy.
He
Wait, so are
is-
those like random people that's holding you?
Yes, yeah. So those are other actors, and yeah, I like very, very vividly remember them like holding me. And it's funny because I
is.
can't like unsee things now too. Like whenever you go into like a store and you see like model pictures and whatever, like I'm thinking of when I was doing that because they'd always be like, "Oh, hey, like think of something like this and." Now look this way. Oh, a little less. Like smile, more smile. Everyone's happy. Click. And you're like just like with these two like random people that are like super cheery and happy, and then they'll like put you down. They'll be like, "Wow, you're just so adorable." Anyway, and then they walk away, and it's like, okay, that was cool, I guess. Just like a 10-second interaction, basically, for like, you know, a cover of a book. That's I don't even know. I didn't read the book yet.
You should read the book.
What did you like think of it like when it was happening? Like as like a kid, like what was going through your mind?
I think I was just too young to like really understand everything. It honestly was like, it was pretty fun because I just show up, they like put me in whatever clothes and they'd be like, all right, like, these are like your parents today. And you're like, okay, you know, sounds good. You just like smile, you don't care. and then they'll give you like some kind of like prompt or something for mainly the adult actors and stuff because they're obviously adults, they're more serious. I'm just a kid who's smiling. All they have to do is be like, hey, look here, smile more. Like they'll hold the photo, and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah. So in my mind, I'm just thinking like, just like smile and do my job, and I'll take the photo, and then that's it. So it was just like, I don't know. It was fun for me because like I got to take a day trip down to New York City, and like you felt like the center of attention, and I don't know. But it got bad when they started wanting me to do like commercials because I was a big
How's
child
that?
actor. Terrible. It was bad. Because I remember like, I mean, I told you about this. Right?
Yeah.
It was like an Olive Garden commercial.
Yeah, you're about to do a Olive Garden
So,
commercial.
like, you were talking about like improv, dude. Like, I had no like acting classes or training whatsoever. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna graduate you to like commercials because as a child model, when you get photos taken of you, it's super easy to just be like smile, and then they'll take like 500 photos, and it's like that's the one. Whereas like you can't like do that in a commercial. You have to do the whole takeover, and the chemistry between everyone is off or it's on. And so like in the audition, it's like I have no training whatsoever, and I'm like with a bunch of other people, and they're clearly like professionals. They've done their like all their training already, and I'm just like sitting there looking all like happy and whatever, and just trying to improv my way through it. There was like a prompt like, oh hey, you're all sitting in a booth, you're a family, and you're ordering your food, and then that's it. They don't tell you anything else. And then I'm just like waiting very like patiently until the waitress gets to me, and it's like, oh hey, like okay, so what would you want, sweetie? And it's like, I don't even know like what's on the menu. Like it's just like make up whatever you want because it's an audition, and you're just trying to sell yourself. And I'm like, spaghetti and meatballs, please. And she's just like, oh, okay, sounds good. And then I just remember like everyone like kind of like looked at me like, what are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, what did I do wrong? And then yeah, I did not get that job, and that's when I wanted to quit.
What did you do wrong? Like, did you ask? Did you find out?
I think, I mean, I barely like touch the surface with that stuff, but I don't know. From like what I've kind of followed a lot of like how a lot of actors and actresses talk about the industry, and I feel like that probably checks with my experience. Is that it's very much like they're just looking for something specific, and like you could do everything right, and they'll just be like, nah, it's not what we're looking for. It's like instant rejection, and you just don't, like, sometimes you'll never know why. But I didn't know that as a kid, because I was just like, I'm like super, impressionable still, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like, oh, I'm a failure, but it's just like, I think that's just how the industry is. So it was probably just a lack of charisma coming from a 7-year-old at the time. So yeah, that was probably my problem.
Did you feel sad like when you got rejected?
Oh.
No, I walked out of that and I'm like, why do I feel so embarrassed right now? And I think it was just because everyone, like, being able to improv is just like, I feel like you can just tell when someone like has it or not. Like high school drama clubs or whatever, it's like some people are just really good at like being
Like set to perform.
Yeah, being like performers and can just like roll and act, and it's like I was never like that. I was like super stiff and so it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Could you imagine yourself as an actor? Like right now, like, would you ever want that?
No, I'm good. It's definitely, I am very impressed with anyone who goes down that path, because I feel like you look at like actors and you're just like, oh yeah, I could probably do that. Some people definitely can, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I could not do that. It's just different cut of people. Probably extroverts, but I don't think I'm really much of an extrovert, so. Yeah.
As we are interviewing.
Oh yeah, no, this is tough for me right now, but.
You can see where you were like, you take the mic.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the mic.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
That's my fun fact. So.
that's a pretty cool fact. I can't lie.
Child
Like,
model.
are you proud of that? Are you happy about that?
I was like more happy I did it, because I think like looking back, it was like a good way for me and my mom to kind of bond more, because we would always like go down to New York City together. It'd be like a whole day trip. I did the photo shoots. She got to like, be proud of her son for being on like Scholastic and whatever. And like, I was too young to really understand it, but like looking back, I'm glad we had that experience. But yeah, I don't know. It just became like a thing that happened, I guess. It was like super. I wasn't really processing it at the time. So, what's your fun fact?
Oh, mine's way shorter. You know my fun fact. Do you play Call of Duty?
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty?
Yeah. You know Black Ops?
Yeah.
You know the zombies mode?
Yeah.
My cousin's the one who created that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You mean for real?
He was the main Treyarch developer on that project.
Nah, that's
That's
actually
him.
crazy.
Yeah. So every time somebody plays it, I'm like, you're welcome. I had nothing to do with that, but it's my family. So yeah, now he was with Treyarch for a long time and did a lot of games, but like Zombies was definitely his.
Did he make a lot of money off of that? He had to. Like, he had to make
Well,
bank
now
off
he
of
owns
that.
his own like game development company. I think it's just his, but it might be with some other developers. But now he does some other like more indie games. But yeah, Zombies exists because of that man. So
Are you close to your cousin? Like, you talk to him?
no, not really, but because he's a lot older than me. I think he's almost 40. So we've talked a little bit, but it's always just like, hey guys, you know that really popular game mode? Like, I know the guy who made that. And
Are people amazed when they hear that?
yeah, like all my friends who grew up, like,
I didn't believe you.
no, a lot of people
You're
don't
lying.
believe me. They're like, it's somebody else. It can't be that guy. And yeah, like I have one of my friends growing up, she still plays it all the time, like Black Ops 2, because Black Ops 2 is an insane game. Like it's probably one of the most popular games ever, if not the most popular game ever. And yeah, she was like, she didn't believe me either. She thought I was just like making something up. I was like, no, I do know that guy. But yeah, I guess that's not a fun fact about me, but it's my go-to fun fact.
That's a pretty cool fact.
Yeah, it's my family, yeah. So, I don't know. Not as long as your child modeling.
Yeah, I just.
You had actual experience
that was my
doing
mom.
that,
My
though.
mom had listed me in that.
Really?
That was her
She was like,
loyal
I got a
soldier,
cute kid. Here you go, New York.
pretty much. Her loyal foot soldier. Yeah.
Okay, anything else like I should do with these interviews? Fun facts? Anything that I'm doing good right now? Like anything like, what am I doing good right now? Like, and what should I like remove?
I think I don't know. I like it feels like a stream of consciousness conversation. It feels
Yeah.
just kind of feels like.
I guess the only thing, like, thinking of, like, so I'm assuming you have a channel that you post on. Like, is there, like, a theme for it? Is it just, like, a lifestyle channel?
Well, this is gonna be the theme now. Like, this is just
okay,
gonna be
okay.
the videos.
Because I was just going to say if you already had, like, a direction you wanted to go, like, guiding the questions around topics like that. But if you're just, like, looking to connect with people, then, I don't know. Maybe like have like one or two like set questions that you always ask and then let like the conversation just flow, I guess.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are gonna talk about what they want to talk about.
I feel like
so
I feel like the fun facts are always. I feel like that's a good one to go with people because I'm like
you could talk for a lot of people
would
can
have
talk for a
never
long
known
time.
like some of the things that people do or like related to, and like I feel like that helps with connection too.
Yeah.
And then what do you think? Like another good question, like solid question there. I do like.
I
that piece of
like
wisdom.
yeah, that's a good one.
Wait, what's the other one?
The
Just
piece
like,
of wisdom.
Just like a piece of wisdom. Just like yeah. being able to get into someone's mind a little bit. I appreciate that. But yeah, no.
Piece of wisdom, maybe. Whenever I want to get to know somebody, I always ask them what their pet peeve is. But that's really like.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What are your
Get
pet
the
peeves?
word out about what you should stop doing.
You're ready to go.
I have
Pet
one.
peeve.
I already have my number one. Put your carts away at the grocery store. They should not be out in the middle of the parking lot. There's like corrals for them. Just don't leave your cart out there.
I actually put mine back in.
Good. The people who don't,
Winning.
they're not good. They need to. It's like 10 extra feet of walking. You need the steps anyways. Like,
Close those rings.
Wait, do you ever like see someone like not put their car away and then you like start talking to them?
I've never seen someone not put their cart away, but I have you show up at the parking lot, and there's just a cart in the spot where you want to pull into, and you can't pull in there because there's a cart there. You're just like, this some idiot. And they're maybe not idiots, but just being like
Took the cart,
inconsiderate people. Well then yeah, and it makes it so much harder for the grocery store employees who have to put them back.
Yeah.
They gotta go collect all the carts instead of they're all being in a nice line. They
It's an
can take them
interesting
back.
social experiment. Right?
Yeah, I think if
Do you put your cart back?
yeah, that's the first question you should ask. Do you
That's
put
actually a
your
great
cart
question.
back
Do you put your cart back?
at the grocery store? Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
no judgment, you know. But
I'd be
a
judging.
little bit of judgment.
I would be judging because I feel very strongly about it. But yeah, that's always my number one pet peeve.
So if you
Advertising.
saw him like not putting his cart away, like what would you say to him? Like
To him, if I knew him, I'd be like, "Come on, let's go."
You
going
probably
back.
just side eye though.
I actually probably would just take it myself.
Oh
I'd-
yeah. You
I'd
would.
probably just grab it from you, and then I'd be like, "Why? Why'd you do that? Could have been. You could have been so much better in that moment."
Yeah, and you just like make sure that they see you putting it back too.
Yes, really deliberately, like, hey, it's over here. It's only 10 feet away. Like, you could do it. I don't know.
Okay, how about you? What's your pet peeve?
It's super like ironic now that because I talk about like slowing down and like breathing, but like a lot of that it's also because I'm always going.
I know what it is.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Being from New York, like I like people that kind of like walk slow or drive slow in the left lane. Like, oh man, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. You know, like I'm trying to pass, even in like the airport too. I get it. Like some people like they're chilling, you know, and I'm like, but if I got somewhere to be, like I just need a little space. I just need to leave me a little bit of space. You know what I mean? Just like, but sometimes it's a good reminder. Like, do I need to be going somewhere like super fast right now? Probably not. So yeah, probably getting stuck behind somebody. So I'm always in a rush.
Why are you always in a rush?
Got things to do.
Got things to do right now. No,
It's never right now, but
I don't know. I think when I'm on the road, like, I don't know. I like just like driving, just being able to like have the freedom to just flow. Like I love that. I'll slow down, but it's just like as soon as I can, I'm like I don't know what it is. I'm like a moth to a flame. I'm like drawing. Like gotta pass this person. You know? But like if I'm walking like in the airport, it's I don't know. Like I feel like there's a natural walking pace, and I've also got long legs, so my natural like walking cadence is probably a little bit faster than someone else. So like I feel like once I get stuck behind someone, I'm just kind of like slow down, you know. And I'm like, this is super awkward now. It'd be easier if I could just pass.
so you're always like way too close behind them.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm getting up and someone's like chilly now. I'm like,
Can you
So it's
just
just like I don't know, slow walking when you're like all the way over to the left, and you can like pass.
can just move over just a little bit?
Please. No judgment, but like, I don't know. That's my pet peeve. Is that valid? I don't know.
No, I think that's valid.
I feel bad.
I was literally thinking about that
I know.
because there was this lady in front of me when I was getting off the plane this weekend, and she took I don't know. She stopped like right in the middle of the jet bridge to like.
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah,
Sure.
she
Just
was like
stopping, and I'm like, oh.
she was like dealing with her bag or something, and I was like, please, I need to leave this airport so quickly. But
Oh, is another
It's not
good question is like, what's one of your craziest experiences? Is that a good question to ask?
oh, that's a good one to like get a little insight into people's lives, like a crazy experience you've had.
Jumping out of the plane.
Yeah, literally jumping out of a plane,
Wait, who?
both of us.
Oh, for real?
We've each done 5 solo skydives.
Wait, by yourselves?
Yep.
Wait, what the heck?
Yeah.
You guys are like pros, what?
I mean, it's all in like
There was a program we had in college where we could do that, which is super cool. So we got to do that, and
But you jumped through the snow, which was wild.
Not really.
Kind of,
You're kind of no. That's a little bit of a stretch.
I guess.
Through the snow?
There was like some clouds and stuff, which maybe not the most kosher jump, but like they're like, yeah, you're good to go, and there's like definitely you could not like fully see the ground, and I was like, this doesn't seem legal. But
This is borderline.
yeah, it was borderline. So that was one of my jumps, and I was like, cool. I don't know. It's not as crazy as you think. Like there's
No, they do
there's a lot of
ton
there's a lot of safety measures involved, so
Yeah.
it's just like you'll be alright. You'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that was probably
Totally sure.
our craziest experience. Being able to do that.
What made you guys like
Yeah.
get into like skydiving? Like, do you guys like it? Like, what do you guys like about it?
I love it. It's like,
I was just like, why not? I don't know. She
Yeah.
did it, and then I was like, I gotta do it.
yeah.
So,
And how did it feel like after you did it? Like for the first time?
For me, it's like, so like I said, I have anxiety, and my brain doesn't really ever turn off for like any singular moment of the day. But like when you are literally falling through the air by yourself, and you're like, I gotta turn all this shit off to make sure that like I actually live through this moment. It was actually like incredibly euphoric and like relaxing, because it's just like you have to just be thinking about one singular thing for that moment. I don't ever really experience that. And also like we were doing it like over the mountains, and so one of the jumps that we did was like at like, I don't know, it was probably at like 7 or 8 a.m. So the sun was coming up, and it was just like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like watching the sun rise over the mountains as you're the only one up there. You're either falling or you're under canopy, and it's just like, it's wild. Like to hear the wind rushing over, it's so cool. Like, it's something I think everybody should do, like at least once. Like do a tandem if you're really like, I mean, that's how most people can do it, but I don't think very many people get to do it like by themselves. But I don't know. It is really like, I don't think most people get to do like life or death type experiences like that, where you literally like, your brain just turns on full survival mode in a moment. That's like actually a safe situation for you to be in. Like it's a controlled life or death type situation. Your body thinks you're in life or death, but you're not. Like you are completely, or most of the way, safe in that moment. And I don't know, it's a very niche type feeling, I think, to be in that moment. Like just falling through the air. And you're like, well, here I am. Like, am I gonna hit the ground, or am I just gonna float down? And you float down. So you're good.
or you just black out the experience.
That did happen on my first jump. I did black out the experience on my first jump. There's too much adrenaline, but
Shoot.
yeah.
Are you, like, what do you mean that you blacked it out? What do you mean?
I feel like you just have so much adrenaline that you kind
Like everything just goes to black?
of, it's more like you don't really
don't
Oh, you don't
remember.
remember. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And then once you do it once, I feel like most people afterwards, it's not, like you're more present when doing it because you've already done it once before.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one, I don't remember like anything that happened on the first one. Like, I have a video of it, but that's it. Like, I'm like, oh, that did happen? Oh, okay. Like, I had to
Let's do it
it.
again.
Yeah, and then they're like, get back on the plane, here you go. But,
Wait, so you went back to back? Like,
I don't think, most people don't. I think I did 2 in one day.
Yeah, I did only one a day.
and this
Yeah.
for class, like in college?
Yeah,
Yo, what?
it was sick.
What class is this?
Jump, skydiving.
What college?
Here, I don't know. Do you want to say?
Yeah.
We went to the Air Force Academy.
Air Force
So-
Academy?
Yeah,
What's that? I don't really know.
it's like a military college
Oh.
for the Air Force, but they offer a lot of like cool extracurriculars, and one of them is you can learn to skydive for
Oh.
like 4 weeks.
That's pretty
You
sweet.
can learn to fly a plane, or
Do you guys also fly planes?
I don't, but I learned how to fly a plane when I was there, or a glider. Not, I guess it didn't have an engine on it, but I don't know. You fly a lot more than I do now, but
Which was the Air Force Academy is like, is that for like actual people like who want to go to into like the Air Force?
Yeah.
Which are you guys part of the Air Force?
yeah.
And that's like part of like the Army, right? Like the military?
Yeah, it's in them, yeah. I mean, it's not the Army, but
Separate branch.
it's separate bridge, but yeah. Yeah.
Split hairs.
Wait, so what does that mean? Like, do you guys like be like,
I do like the most basic desk job ever, but like I just manage a research program, so I'm very corporate, cubicle life. Not the cool parts of the Air Force, but I'm in part of like the support areas of the Air Force, so all the things that enable like the cool pilots or people operating, and yeah.
I think that's like a thing about the military too. A lot of people probably don't know is like a lot of the jobs are like logistics and support.
yeah, I don't
Just
know.
like
that.
regular-
Very few amount of the jobs
Yeah.
are like what you would think like only a minority of like the Air Force are pilots, or a minority of like the Army is maybe infantry. I don't know if that's a valid statement, but
There's a lot of infantry in the
I
Army.
would say
but,
that there's probably.
but they always like
there's
when
a
you
lot
see
more
like
people doing the logistics and support
Yeah.
than you think. Into like not everyone is just.
they advertise all the cool jobs and the high speed jobs,
Yeah.
but the majority of people just do regular stuff. So
I never knew that.
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll look like maintenance, which is super important, acquisitions, logistics, force support stuff. Like all super important things, but just not what you'd think, like in the military.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's our business.
It is a business, it is.
It's true.
Wait,
Everything's
so what
about
do you
money.
do?
I'm a flyer, so I'll fly. Yeah.
Like, where do you like, do you like flying like to fly or like just like flying like, how does that work? I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, so if you get pilot as a job, you'll go through pilot training with the Air Force, and then so there's like a couple bases where you can do that, and then you'll either like go fly something like what you think like fast fighter jet, or like you'll go fly like heavier airlift tankers like refuelers, and then like there's also bombers too, so you can like end up in whatever, depending on really honestly just like your performance kind of, but like also just needs of the Air Force is what they call it, and just like the timing of it. So yeah, I'm on the pilot side of the house, and then I got a lot of friends that are on the like logistics support side of the house too. So that's what you do.
Like me, me and my desk job.
Enable my job. Support
Yeah.
my job. Thank you.
I do that.
What got you guys into that?
Family for me. I have a lot of family that was in the Air Force, and it kind of was just a logical, I don't know, not logical, I guess. It's more just like, here's a path that you can take. You can set yourself up pretty nicely
Yeah.
for a teeny tiny small sacrifice of your life. But
Just only,
Yeah.
only a little bit.
only just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. No, but yeah, family for me. Like,
Similar to me, but honestly, mostly I wanted to fly. flying is expensive. If you're not doing it, if you're doing it like regular old flying. So doing it like through the military was like, they pay for your college, and then learn how to fly with them. It's more like, it's a pretty disciplined kind of flying, so it's like pretty high end, and there's like pride you get in that too. So I'd say probably like wanting to fly, and then also just financial aspects, and then cool experiences. So
Yeah. Hey, that goes with the leap of faith thing. We talked about skydiving. Isn't that crazy?
true.
I was just thinking about that. Leap of faith. Just jump out the plane.
True, you did have to take a leap of faith. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know. That's also, it could be a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Another fun fact.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, the skydiving?
No, not like
The Air
plane,
Force.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Air
we're full of
Force, yeah.
surprises for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do one more question. Last question. So, I've been thinking, is dating worth it, or like, are hookups worth it at this age? Like at
Oh my
my age,
God.
like, are they worth it, or should I just focus on grinding myself and then like
How old are you?
eventually find it? 23.
I feel like it kind of depends on like,
Should I be looking for like anything or anyone? Should I be looking for a person, or should I just grind?
How do you, how do you feel about, like, your day-to-day? Like, what, I think, like what's drawing you forward right now, if you had to, like, think about it? Like, what's that thing where it's, you feel it pulling you in a direction, you know what I mean? 'Cause it seems like right now, probably like this, right? Like, trying to get this kind of, like, going,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
following
for sure.
that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's how I was. You know, like having that motivation and ambition for something, like that can carry you like super far. And if that's like what you want to set your heart to, like I don't think you necessarily need to like be doing anything else. But if like you also value connection and want to like date or something like that, then I would say like also do that. But personally, me, I don't like that's all I like. I think needed to go forward. But what do you think about that?
I think it also like it depends on like where you're at within like yourself, because I think if there's still things that like you need to work on personally, and I don't know if you
How do you know if you need to work on something? Like, how do you know?
usually past relationships will call you out on some of that, but like just like reflection, kind of being like, hey, like, well, and something's like, do you have a goal for something that like having a partner, like a long-term partner, might move away from? Because like if you have something that you really, really want to do, and you have a partner that like is with you, that even if you're fully on the same like like you want to support them, they want to support you, whatever, if they detract from your main goal, it's just not going to jive at some point in time. So if you think that you can accomplish your goals while being with another person, or like if you have things that you need to work on that don't involve another person, then you should probably just chill out with yourself, and maybe you go on dates or hook up with people or whatever in the meantime. But like when you choose to get into a long-term relationship, like you're making a commitment to like give them part of your life and part of your time and part of your like forward progression. If you're not ready to do that, then you shouldn't do it. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's any problems with either. Like, you're 23. It doesn't.
I mean,
You got a lot of time.
even if you're like 30, I would say
No, like, and
like-
you're always figuring yourself out. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna change as a person. And
I don't know.
sorry, I'm interrupting.
No,
you,
no, no, no,
but-
no. Sorry, I'm rambling. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like this kind of goes back to like I'm always rushing places, but it's like always reminding myself to not. And I think a part of that is like trusting yourself and your instincts, and knowing like, okay, like right now, like what are you feeling in the moment, and if you like aren't necessarily like worried about that stuff, like you feel like you get that fulfillment and motivation through what you're doing, like career wise or even with just like friends, like that's enough, and you don't need to be like forcing yourself to feel something else, because I think a lot of time people will be like, oh, like my friend is like, he got in a relationship with this person and like they're getting married or something, because like you'll get older and it's like you start to see people get married and having kids, you're like, Dave, what am I doing? But it's not necessarily about the result, it's about like genuine, like how am I feeling right now in this moment. If you feel like you want to chase like those dreams and your ambition, and like also you feel like super open and vulnerable enough for a relationship, like then trust that, I think is the idea. Otherwise, like I wouldn't force yourself into something, just because then I think then that's when you're like being dishonest to yourself, and then you could be dishonest to somebody else too. So, and that's where it's like, you know, if you want to like just go like hook up with someone, and be like, hey man, I'm not really like up for dating, but like this is where I'm at. Just be transparent about that. That's how I'd probably play that. So there's a long-winded answer to say just like trust yourself in the moment and just like really like have
Yeah.
that instinct and follow it.
I feel like there's no like you should do this at this time or should do that at this time. I think that's one thing that's good about like our generation is that like we're pulling away from this like I have to be married at 23 and I have to have kids by 25 and all this stuff. Like you don't have to. Like you have time to figure it out. And at 23, like I know we're not that much older than you, but like even like from 23 to like I'm turning 25 this year, the change from like my 23-year-old self versus now is crazy.
Like, what's the change? Like, how much have you changed?
I don't know, I just feel like I make better decisions, react to situations more appropriately. I don't know. There's like decisions I made at 23 that are things that I did or things that I said that I'm like, that was just like not, just wasn't good. And if I had made decisions, like some people can make the decision to get married or have children at that age, but like if I had been making those decisions when I was 23, it would have ended up in not a good, like I would have maybe regretted some of those things because I wasn't giving myself time to like be in the right spot for it and be ready for it. And I don't know. You have time. You figure it out.
I'd say let this drive you forward. But yeah, you have fun too.
Yeah.
You can always have fun.
You guys are smart. I can't lie. You guys have some really good answers. Like some really deep, good answers.
I know. It's just
So
being
it's
around the
easier.
block, I guess.
Dealt with a lot of life.
Yeah, dealing with a lot of life. I mean,
Crazy. Still dealing with a lot of life.
I think the one thing that just like doesn't change is you think you're like, I don't know, you're like, dude, where are the answers at? You think everyone has the answers. Like no one has the answers. No one has the answers. It's just like literally what feels right.
I keep thinking about like everybody is living life for the first time and nobody really knows what they're doing as they do it. Like, yeah, maybe you experienced something earlier in your life that helps inform whatever, but you've never experienced what you're about to experience. So,
Like jumping out of a plane.
yeah, jumping out of a plane. Yeah.
Okay, can I ask for some more advice? Because you guys actually seem pretty good advice. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, sometimes like I feel like my past, like I feel like I made like some dumb decisions. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I think about like every single day, I'm like, dang, I made this decision. And sometimes it kind of like eats at me. Like, how do I like just not let it eat at me? Like, how do I just like move on? Like, is it just time or like?
I'm not a therapist, but I don't know.
It's hard.
A lot of it is just like it's such a lifelong battle because I deal with the same thing. I would probably say like things that like you regret. You like, I don't know. I feel like you can never. That's not true. I think like the more you move forward, like the more you realize like wasting your energy on like thinking about that stuff was literally just wasting your energy on it. You know, like
It's like it's already done.
it's done, and the best thing you can do is just try to take that energy and like move it towards being better and not doing that again. But we're human, and like we're gonna make those mistakes. Like there are certainly things that I still think about where I'm like, I wish I didn't do that or this or that, and it's like that initial like thought I have is like I want to feel like annoyed or sad and stuff, and then I have to like punch myself and be like, okay, like dude, it happened. Take it and just like keep building towards something else where you don't have to think about this anymore. So honestly, it just gets like easier. I'd say it gets easier to move through those things, to not feel like an idiot.
It's like half the time it's like you just need time to forget about whatever it is that it was.
Need time.
Like everybody has embarrassing moments, and then you might think about it for like a day or a week or whatever, or maybe a long, long time if it's particularly embarrassing. But at some point you forget about it, right? And it doesn't embarrass you anymore. It's kind of like, that's kind of what happens about like maybe dumb decisions or like dumb actions. And as long as you take the time to like reflect on it and like think about like, okay, how can I be better next time? And then you just really just try to be better next time. Like you're gonna probably try and fail at some points, but it is just like reflect and then let yourself move on. That seems like, I don't know. That feels
It's
not.
easier said than done.
It is
way
easier said than done.
Like
But
it sounds like super nice, but it's just like every time, you just like that's the conversation like I try to have with myself and be like, all right, let's start. Like let's begin.
yeah,
Move this way. That's a dead end road. You know, shift
push
this
the
way.
energy into something productive.
Divert.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
So do you just like, so like when that thought comes to your head, like you just like, you're like, yo, I shouldn't be thinking about this. Like I need like, what?
Maybe not like not thinking about it. It's like I think it's good to like acknowledge it. It's good to acknowledge that like that's what you're thinking about. But it's bad to sit in it, and it's the best to acknowledge it and then like have that conversation like, okay, am I doing something right now that's redirecting me in like a place away from that? So having a vision to move away and just like bettering yourself is the best thing.
I think
Not
that-
like ignoring it. Don't like, I would say never like just ignore it. That's not good.
Well, it's like, I've always been told that like you can never get rid of an intrusive thought. Like the thought's gonna come up no matter what you do. It's a subconscious thing. It's not anything you're choosing to think about or whatever. It's just gonna come up based off your circumstances. So it's never gonna go away. Like it's not like you're never gonna think about that thing ever again. But what you can do is when you get that intrusive thought, you should actually like address it in that moment. Like redirect it immediately. Like, okay, if you're like, oh, like I feel really bad that I did this or whatever, you could be like, well, did I die? No. Did it like, and maybe it did it hurt other people? Like, is there something I could have done, I could still do to like help that? If the answer is no, then you just gotta be like, okay, then it's done. But if the answer is yes, then you should go do that thing to like fix whatever thing you did. But it's like, ignoring it is not gonna work because it's probably gonna make it worse if you ignore the thought. Like it's just gonna become a consistent cycle of intrusiveness in your brain. But if you can address it, reflect on it, and move on from it, like just let it leave, let it flow through your brain and go without like focusing too hard on what it is. Like it gets easier and easier and easier to just let those things like flow through your brain rather than dwelling on it and cycling in on whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I try to address like when I have anxious thoughts. I'm like, okay, like one, is this like actually something that's gonna like harm me or hurt me, or like is that a realistic like what if situation, or like what am I doing that is actually leading to whatever this outcome that I think is gonna happen. And if you're just like, well, actually none of those things are like logically gonna happen, then you just move through it. Then maybe the next second you'll have another anxious thought, but
How do you work through like the anxious, like what ifs, like what if this happens, what if this happens, what if the worst thing happens? Like how do you work through that? Like just knowing it's a possibility.
I
Like,
try to I try to be really logical about it. Like, if I have this what if this happens, like be like, can that actually happen? Is there something that like that is happening right now or like has already happened? It's like realistic, like course of action. Would it actually lead to whatever I'm thinking about, like being like that's making me anxious? And for me at least, like a lot of times it's like, oh no, like that's not actually realistic. And sometimes it's hard to, even though you like logically realize that it's not, that it couldn't happen, or it's not a problem you should have to deal with.
my name is Zamir.
Oh, awesome. Nice to meet
Samir?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sam.
So,
Yeah, Sam.
And yeah, Alex.
oh,
again.
No, I mean, I appreciate the conversation regardless. I mean, if it's
No, it's fun.
it doesn't matter. It's cool, man. We're hanging out.
yeah, I like the conversation. Like, it's actually a really good conversation. Like, this is the first conversation I've had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, if we start you off strong.
Yeah.
what do you guys do if like all of a sudden like there's like millions of views on this? Like, it gets millions of views one day, and like you guys get recognized for this. Like, what do you do?
I
mean,
feel
I
like it
was-
depends on who.
I was YouTube famous once. No, I really was not at all. I had like a YouTube channel as a kid, and I just did it for like my friends and